Brothers and sisters, we saw the brutal murder of George Floyd, a black, in the streets of Minneapolis in front of the public. The public were defending this brutal activity, and the other officers made sure this brutal activity was getting carried on. Derek Chauvin, the police officer who kneeled on the neck of George Floyd, made sure he was murdered, and he was literally enjoying every moment of this murder. So right now, he is under custody for manslaughtering and third degree murder. But that is not enough. The other officers also should get arrested, and they also should be penalized the same way he is penalized right now. Derek Chauvin did not even heard the cry of the human crying for his life beneath his knee. Instead of showing sympathy, he was literally enjoying every moment of this brutal activity, this brutal murder. And the public who were literally against this oppression gone mad. There is a rampage kind of situation right now out there. The third Minneapolis police station is burnt. Many shops, malls was destroyed. Every goods was destroyed. The people are looting them all and they are burning it. So that literally shows the anger of the public towards the police officers. In this scenario, I happened to see a video of Ben Shapiro regarding this issue. So he said that this act is a normal routine act of the police officer, and he also said that you should not play victim card out here. So Ben, I don't understand your point. You are saying that we should not consider this as a racism. Ben, you need to understand that if instead of George, a white person is there, this whole mess would not happen. They would have arrested him. They would have taken him custody. That will be the end of the story. But here it didn't happen like that. George was cooperating with the police officers, and he was cooperating with them till the entire scene was over. He was literally cooperating with them. And why did they use force upon him? And why did they even kneel on his neck? That shows the brutal activity of the police, and that also shows the attitude of the police officers towards the black community. And you are saying that this is not a racism. Shame on you, Ben. And one more thing, you said that the cause of the death is not due to the knee on the neck. Why do you say that? From the video, you can literally see that he was murdered on the streets in front of the public who defended this brutal activity. So, what is your point, Ben? I know you are a transphobic, homophobic, and a racist pig, but shame on you, man. You should have some quality as a human being. Now, all this mess happened just because of a suspicion that he stole something which worth $20. Now, answer me whether a human being's value is of $20 in America. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure now that a worth of a white man's life in America is more than this. Okay, so even if he stole something or even if he did a crime, then he should have taken in custody and the court will trial it, right? Who the hell are the police to decide whether he's guilty or not, and who the hell are the police to execute the jurisdiction? Police don't have any right to do that. The court is there, the lawyers is there, judiciary is there. So their duty is that. And who the hell gave police took the permission to execute somebody in front of the public, in front of their eyes, in the daylight? So you should answer that also, Ben. Now, blacks only make 13% of the population in the US, and over 40% of the cases charged and imprisoned are black community people. So, how does that happen? Now, you cannot say that the all black people are drug addicts or drug peddlers or they have done some crimes. No, that is absolutely wrong. Many of the cases, if you observe, are charged under suspicion and false charges was charged upon them. And in many cases, we can see a false encounter happened just because of the suspicion. Why does that occur, when? Do you think the color of the person is the criteria of a crime? If I did a crime, then I should be put on trial, and if proven guilty, then I should be punished. Who the hell are police to do the justice on the streets? There's court out there, there's a judiciary out there, there's a law in your country. So judiciary and police is different, and police should not do the activity or the duty of the judiciary. Now explain me whether there won't be any criminals on the other side. I'm not talking about the white people only. I'm talking about the Asian people. I'm talking about the Indian people. There are also people from other ethnicities. Now, why they are not also getting arrested? Why the white people are not also getting arrested? Just the way the black people are getting arrested. So that literally shows the suspicion of the police officers and the kind of attitude that police officers have. And why do you think the black people are always getting hunted? There's a strong reason for that. Either you're hiding that reason that you had a racism over them for a period of time, for many centuries, you enslaved them, and you have still that kind of slave master attitude towards them. You consider them as slaves, and you consider that they are under you and you can do anything towards them. You don't even consider them as citizen. That's what your word shows. And second thing, why do you want to oppress a community, man? If they are equal to you, then why do you always hunt those people? That's really suspicious thing, and you need to answer those questions. Donald Trump said that he will face the protesters with dogs. How can a president of a free state, which is called the great nation of the world, America, say something like this? American president should be a model to the rest of the world, right? And he said that he will face his own citizen who are protesting on the street with dogs. So that shows what? That shows the quality of the people who are governing the state, and that also shows the attitude of the majority of the people in America. I'm not saying every white people is bad, but there are many white people that I know personally who are having this sort of racism. Now, I'm not forgetting the fact that many white brothers and sisters, Asians, Indians, and brothers and sisters from other community have come on streets to support this protest. You really showed that there's hope in this world, and I really appreciate you, my brothers and sisters around the world who showed support to this act. Now, my anger is only towards those people who says that the protesters are terrorists. How can you say like that? The protesters are on the streets for a man's justice, and they are on the street just because they unleash the anger that was within them. They don't want this kind of activities to happen in the streets. They don't want their brothers and sisters from any community, from any ethnicity, from any race to have dead, to get murdered on the streets in any part of their country. And they are, in according to me, they are the true patriotic people of the country. And instead of showing respect to them, you are showing the racist card to them. Shame on you people. Now, I don't support violence, but that doesn't mean that I can judge them. They have done the whole mess just because the government showed the attitude towards them. You need to understand that you cannot mess with the students, you cannot mess with the young people out there. If you check history, you'll understand, if you mess with the young people, if you mess with the students, then the whole structure of the government will be shaken. Now, president election will happen in America. And do you think Trump will win this time? I don't think so. Government should act responsibly to these kind of activities. If that doesn't happen, this sort of activity, this sort of protest will obviously happen. And it's bound to happen, and it's happening right now. My message to Ben is that the first step to solve any problem is to admit it. I'm not wondering why you do that, because you are the mouthpiece of the government, you're paid for that, and you're doing your job. You're wonderfully doing your job, and I respect that. I have a huge respect for you, man, because you are paid for that and you're doing more than what you are said to. And I have a huge respect for that. And the people around the world have a huge respect for you, for your kind words. And please understand the situation and act responsibly. People like Ben are the real reason for these kind of issues. They are so adamant that they think that whatever they say is right. If they say this is day in night, then we have to believe it. That is not possible, man. That age is over. That century is very gone right now. It's 21st century. America is a free country, and if something shit happens, you have to admit that there's a shit going on here. You have to solve it. Otherwise, the people will be protesting on the streets, and you can't oppress those votes. You are condemning China over Hong Kong and Taiwan's issue. You can't even solve the problem in your own country, and you are saying that China is doing that. I'm not supporting China. I'm against China totally. But what China is doing out there is what you are doing right now. China is killing their own people in their own country, and you are doing the same thing. Okay, so there's no difference between you and China. Political power is the master key that unlocks every door of success. Atrocities will be only committed towards the slaves. If you want to end the atrocity, you should become the ruler. That's the only way. Now, blacks should get into power, and that's the only solution to this sort of issues. Now, I'm not saying that the blacks are the only solution. The people who have empathy towards the black community and any ethnicity in general, the people who strictly, strongly oppose this kind of heinous activity should get into power, and that's the only way you can stop it. And also, more black community people's representation in the government, in the authority, in the police force will put an end to this. And also, one more thing, I've seen many black people being a liberal in this issue. I support the liberal value. I support your perspective. I support your opinions. But that doesn't mean that you can hide from the reality, man. Your brother got killed on the streets in front of you, and you're playing the liberal side. Shame on you, people also. And Ben and the authorities around the world and authorities in America, there will be differences of opinion regarding any issue. And being a democratic country, you should consider the differences of opinion and you should act on it. You should take constructive criticism. That's the way you grow. This is not a way you run a country. We should not let this happen and we should stop it right away. And justice should be prevailed. Okay, justice should be made on George Floyd, and we should end this protest also. Until and unless you try to get in touch with these protesters, hear them, do what they say, and bring justice to George, that's the only way you can solve this problem. If you don't hear their voice, this there will be a lot of chaos in your country, and that will be the end of it. Okay, so the situation is under rampage right now, and people are going mad. You cannot judge them. You cannot hide the facts. It's all over the news. So the authorities around the world should take action. America should wake up, and President should act responsibly. This is Rahul Ambedkar. Thank you.